Hello and welcome in. We are on painting number 7 of our 2026 Tiny Tuesday series. We're doing one little tiny painting every Tuesday, so we're going to have 52 paintings by the time the year is up. And as you can see, we are painting lollipops today. Actually, we're just going to do one. These were just my practice pieces. I learned a lot by doing them. I did go into with pencil on all of them, except for I did one on this side where I just decided I'm just going to paint a circle and see how that goes. And then I just added 2 little knobbies here. I would suggest that if you're doing like a lighter color like yellow, maybe don't do, well, at least lighten your pencil lines. You can do whatever's comfortable for you. Pencil, no pencil. My favorite color of all was the blue probably because when I used to eat these things, blue raspberry was always my favorite flavor. I do love on the orange how I put some nice dark red in there. If you have any questions about any of the other colors, just let me know. But today we are going to do a blue lollipop. So let's get right into it. I am starting off here with this washi tape roll, and I'm just going to trace my circle on here. It's fairly easy if you just want to paint it on without the pencil marks. Just start with a small circle and just kind of shape it as you go and make it the size you want to. But I really liked this particular size. You could use a water bottle cap or whatever size you want your lollipop to be. Okay, and it's okay if there's little goof up marks. It's okay. And then kind of a little north of center, if you will, we're going to draw just a slightly curved line and one below it as well, and then just add these little marks on the outside to kind of indicate that raised band that goes around our little lollipop. And I have a little eraser. I'm just going to erase that line from the circle so that it's not showing inside the band. The lines will really be covered for the most part because I am going to lighten our lines a little bit. You can do that with a regular eraser like this, or I like to use a kneaded eraser, and you can roll it up. You know how people roll it into like a little worm shape and do that. I just like to do this where I just press it in and just kind of lift some of that pencil off of there. And I lifted a little bit too much on this thing that I'm calling the band. I don't know what to call it, the raised part. And I just wanted to add that in a little bit for a guide for me. Okay, I am using turkey blue and Payne's gray, and this is a size 6 brush, if you can see. And starting with our turkey blue, and I'm just going to fill in the entire shape here, giving us just a nice light wash. And then we're going to dry this completely or let it dry. And coming in with that same turkey blue, and I've still got my size 6 brush, and I'm just going to draw a shape. I'm trying to be free with it, but honestly, you could maybe see it with my practice pieces. They all got pretty, just kind of sharp looking shapes. Whatever, that might just be my style. I don't know. And I'm going to paint in all around that little shape there. Yeah, my reflection shapes might not make sense, and it's okay. I just kind of went with it, keeping in mind whimsical art is what the goal is here. So this does not have to be super realistic. It's fun to add the reflections or highlights, whatever you want to call them, just because it adds dimension and it helps make this look more like a sphere instead of a circle. Down here on the bottom, adding another shape and realizing my color is a little too dark, so I just cleaned my brush up a little bit and just bringing that water in here for diluting purposes. And you can see my shapes are not matched up, kind of like I think most of my practice pieces. I kind of matched them up a little bit, but these are offset, and honestly, I don't know if that makes sense or not. I suppose it depends on the lighting in the room that your lollipop is in and what it's reflecting. So it's all good. I'm just leaving it like this. I like it. We're going with it. Left a little spot in the middle too. Now that's all completely dry, and I've got just kind of a damp brush. It's got some water on it, and I'm putting water very lightly all throughout here. You're not going to be able to really see any puddles for sure. It's just a light wash. And now I'm tapping in some more of that same turkey blue on the left side, and just going to kind of dab it in and let it blend with the rest of our lollipop. It's important that you wet the entire thing except our highlights. because otherwise you're going to end up with a really hard line, and that's not what I'm going for anyway. I'm just putting a little color in there in the little lighter spots that I don't want to be lighter over there. Trying to create a shadow over on that left side because I'm imagining our light source coming from the right side. So it's going to naturally be darker. And I'm kind of coming underneath our little band in the middle and realizing I probably should do that more when the painting is drier, because you can see it's just going to kind of blend in with the colors we have now. And I do know better than that, but here, I'm just going to continue anyway. And you can see it is defining that a little bit more as well. All right, now, while that is still wet, I'm just going to do some more blending here, especially in this middle band part. It was just looking a little bit too light for me and kind of just reshaping things. But honestly, we're going to use pen at the end, and so we can just reshape things with the pen as well. Now, I let that completely dry, and I'm coming in again with just a little bit of water on my brush. You don't want it to puddle or anything like that. You don't really want to like rub it into your paint so that it removes paint. It's just a very little amount of water, so that now I can come in with my ultramarine, and I'm putting that color mainly on the left-hand side there for more shadows. And I love how that different color of blue, different shade of blue is making this painting even more just dimensional and just making this look more like a sphere than a circle, like I said before. And again, you'll notice I didn't just put water on the left, I kind of moved it over towards the center and everything too. And now I'm just kind of dabbing things in, just kind of tapping my brush to blend things in, add a little bit of color here and there, just making it all cohesive. That's completely dry now, and I'm coming in with a size 2 brush. So if you have a smaller brush, this size 2 brush I learned in my practice is perfect for our little stick for our lollipop. And I have Payne's Gray on here, very diluted, and I'm just doing my best to do as straight of a line as I can. And you can see the width of the stick is pretty perfect for these purposes, of course, depending on how much pressure you're putting on the brush. And that Payne's Gray diluted. Now I've got an undiluted Payne's Gray. I went right into the pan with very little water so that it's nice and dark. So I'm putting that on the left side of the stick and realizing at this point, like, oh, I would really like that to go all the way down to the bottom of the page. But you can see I'm going to shade it just a little bit under where the lollipop is, just to add that little shadow there, and bringing it down and realizing too that I want to lighten up the right side of the stick because it's just looking a little bit too dark, the whole thing, because really they're usually white, right? So now I'm just adding water mainly to the right side, this basically center to the right. And now I'm going to just dab it with my tissue. Again, not a professional move, but it's what I do. And just kind of reshaping that shadow under there as well. All right, she's coming together. I love it. I love how easy that stick is. It's just, you can see that it's a white stick, but just has some shadows on it. Loving it. Okay, everything is dry. I'm coming in with my size 005 micron pen, and I'm going to outline. Now, usually when you see me on here, I am saying, let's just scratch all the lines in, the messier the better kind of thing. But I am being a little neater on this particular painting because I'm trying to maintain that spherical shape. And so just going around our little lollipop, and you don't have to outline the whole thing if you don't want to, just whatever makes sense to you. And I'm going to do the center part now because just give that some definition. It might feel weird putting a black pen into like a shiny bright blue lollipop, but I think you'll see it really makes a difference here in defining that little centerpiece there. Now I came out a little far on the right side, and you'll see how I kind of make that look a little bit better later. And just finishing off our outlining. It really just gives it definition and helps the shadows where they need help and just helps the shape all overall. And when we use watercolors and ink together, it's called line and wash, and it's not everybody's style. So you can completely skip the ink if you would like. I showed you that one orange one in the beginning of the video that I didn't use any lines afterwards. So I did add some paint here just because it was looking a little too weird for me. And then I'm going to add some more things here in a little bit too. Now I've got my white Jelly Roll pen, and everything is dry for me. So I'm just going to add a few more highlights. Now, where that black ink went through the highlight that we left in there from the beginning, I'm just making that white, just it makes more sense to me to have that lighter. And I'm just imagining the light coming off the top of our lollipop as well. Just kind of use your imagination and where is the light hitting your lollipop? I never really thought I would ask that question, but I did. And yeah, I'm just adding a little bit of white on each of the reflections that we left in the beginning. And then that little portion on the right-hand side is looking kind of dark for me since that is where the light source is coming. And so I'm just going to add some white gel pen over that and then just kind of like swoop some lines, step back a little bit, just kind of take a look and see where you want to add some lines. Where does it make sense to add the highlights? And then I just thought, I'm just going to keep adding the white and then put those lines kind of in the direction of that center portion. Just kind of adding a little bit more reflection over there until she looks all finished, and I think she does. So go ahead and sign it. Let me know if you give this a try. And we have only one more week of our candy theme after this. I don't know how this year is just flying by. Okay, and then for March, you may be wondering what's the theme for March? Well, I'm going to create a poll, so stay tuned for that. I want your input. Until then, have fun painting, and we'll see you next time.